Well, Peter and I are here at CWVFF23, where we've been taking part in all the happenings.
Yes, it's been a lot.
Yeah, we've been trying a live stream. So if we have enough streaming quality, we will do that. If we run into a problem, we'll just upload it later.
Yeah, so if it's glitchy, you know why. And
But let's go ahead and start. Here's our opening.
it's staying red.
All right, we're having a lot of different issues here. So,
Yeah, so sorry if there's a blackout right now, because we're trying to figure it out. Go back. So sorry.
all right, I think we have audio, but now we lost our visuals. Okay.
Yeah. Live streamings can be chaotic when there's not good internet. That's our main issue. It looked pretty sketchy.
There we are. Okay.
Yes, there we are. You should probably transition us there.
All right, so
Now you can see us.
So it looks like now that we've had a rocky start and it didn't go well at the beginning, it looks like at least it might be working. If not, I'm recording it. We'll upload the whole thing in a minute if we need to. So we're here at Christian Worldview Film Festival. We're in Albany, Georgia, and Peter's been going to lots of classes.
Yes.
So what have you been to? You were showing me some of your notes. What have you
I've
learned?
been to stop motion classes, and I've been to stop motion classes that taught me how to do better stop motions. So you may see my stop motions improve coming up.
That would be good.
Yeah, they're not the best.
Okay.
And then also I went to a story class and a grip class. And something interesting about grip I learned is they don't do the lights. I always thought they did.
You thought grip did lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, but grip is actually about what? What does grip do in filmmaking?
They are like in charge of dollies and safety and other stuff like that.
Okay, dollies and safety and
Yeah,
so,
they
but
also
then-
like are in charge of like bounces or shade. So they're in charge of managing the light, like the sun's light, and then the light crew puts up the lights, but they do like all the reflectors and other stuff, which are officially called bounces or shades, or other stuff like that.
And so that's what you were learning about this week, a little bit. But you were doing storytelling and stuff too. What are you had some storytelling notes. Show me your storytelling notes. So I usually come and I try to learn about storytelling. I try to learn about financing, about distribution, and hang out with people like that. But this year I've just been talking with a lot of different people, and you were off doing something all the time.
Yeah, so my story thing, I have a small notebook where I wrote down, these are the key things that you always have to have. I mean, there's smaller categories, but I won't get into those. Someone to care about, you have to have someone to care about, or else the movie's pointless, because you don't know who you're to cheer for, and the person might end up liking the bad guy, so they're sad when he dies.
Oh, that would be bad if you like the bad guy too much.
Yeah, that'd be bad. And then something to want. Your story has to have a goal of some sort. Even if it's very small, it just really helps to have a goal.
Yeah. Okay.
And then something to dread.
Oh, so something to be that's like
need that.
Almost like fear, something to be afraid of, something to be concerned that it's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, what the speaker said is, oftentimes you won't do exactly what they said. So you're like, I don't know, like you're scared of this dragon, and then it turns out you end up actually fighting the dragon, but you were thinking you'd have to fight it one-on-one. But it turns out you actually get this whole whole army of spiders on your team to help you fight it, or something like that, you know.
Okay.
And then something to suffer. The main character has to get hurt somehow.
Okay, so he has to get hurt in some way.
And then something to learn. Your story needs to have something that your people learn. It really helps if they learn something. So that's my main notes from
So
there.
those are some of the things you've been learning. And we've been having a lot of time of good communication with lots of different people.
Yes.
So
I met a guy who was teaching a stop motion class. He had been on Lego Masters, which that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And also he showed me a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
So if you see in the future like a humongous Lego city behind like there's this like office window and behind the person you see this entire Lego city or something, he helped me figure out how to do that.
Oh, so he talked to you about how to do some of the Lego
Yes,
stuff.
he
you're
showed
doing.
us how to do big landscapes. Whenever you only have a set that's like this big, and it looks like you built a set the size of a closet or
Yeah.
the bathroom, you know.
Yeah, so if you haven't figured it out yet, we're in the main hall at Sherwood Baptist where CWVFF is being held this time.
There's multiple vendors behind us.
Yeah, and that's where all the noise is coming from.
Yes,
So,
which I know y'all can hear. I listened to it on the headphones a little bit before we started.
yeah, and we listen to it as well. So anyway, we're glad to be here. And every year that we come to the Christian Worldview Film Festival, we always find that there are people here that encourage us in our storytelling, and we always find people that we can encourage and share things with.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do.
And okay, so you went to the stop motion class with Greg Tull.
Yes, I went to both of his classes.
Yeah.
I'd say the first one I liked a little bit more though, because I know how to do basic stop motions. I went to his basic stop motion one where I didn't
Okay.
learn that much, but still I learned some intriguing things
Okay.
still, because I haven't like watched very many tutorials on how to make a stop motion. I kind of just had an idea of how it worked, and I've been slowly watching the tutorials and getting a bigger view
Okay,
of how
so you've been learning more about what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I learned a few things about distribution this time, which that's a little bit different. But when you do distribution, you have your stuff on your YouTube channel, and
Yeah.
I guess if you ever make enough views and get enough subscribers, you'll be able to monetize that.
Yeah.
You'll have to have a lot of people watching your stuff to do that.
And also, there's things with Lego too. Did you know, like, it is almost impossible to get the rights from Lego to make a Lego stop motion and be able to sell it. However, the guy, he, with a lot of prayer and with God's help, he was able to get stuff, and he's working on, Greg Toll is working with some friends on Wandering Skies. It's a new TV series that he's working on.
Okay, so he's got, and he said, well, because he made an entire movie once, it was called Bound.
And he also made a movie called Atlas.
And it's
he has a
just-
really cool channel.
And it's just up on,
Yes, it's up on YouTube.
yeah. And so,
So if you look it up, I can't remember what the name of his YouTube channel is. I have it
oh, you
at
have,
our host's house.
okay.
And it would take us forever to get there and back, so we're just not going to do that.
Yeah, and well, we also have to tell you about what happened on the way here. We were flying in an airplane from Denver to here, but
Yeah.
we got delayed like 3.5 hours.
Yes, first of all, like our plane flight got delayed a lot.
Yeah.
So then after that, landed and kind of got confused at the airport a little bit. Well, the airport
was pretty messy.
Yeah, it was pretty messy, so it was kind of hard to find our way around. And then after we had finally got out and made it to our hotel,
Well, we thought it was a hotel.
We thought that we had a hotel that would come and pick us up. We thought it would pick us up, but we didn't. So we spent another like half hour or so getting onto this train that was not very fast and getting over to our car place. And then it took us 20 minutes to get our rental car. And then finally we got into the car. Then we drove to a hotel, but we had not paid for it.
Well, someone else was going to reserve that hotel for us, and so
Yeah.
they had not we were supposed to pay when we get there, but they had actually not kept the reservation for us. They were like, oh, it's too late at night. No one has a reservation this late. If you haven't figured it out yet, we are right next to the lights and the sound place where people come and take pictures with the CWVFF sign.
Yes.
And so
it's
every
right
so often
here.
you'll see someone down there backing up to take pictures of someone else. So that's what's going on behind us.
Yeah, you see people walking backwards, you're like, is it a race or who can walk the farthest backwards while holding a steady cam or something like that? You know, it's not.
Well, we'll see how this works out, because we tried to do this. We wanted to just at least stop in and say hi here. And it's been kind of interesting because our internet is a little bit slow, and then our sound was kind of funny.
If there's glitches, you might just want to watch it again. I don't know. Would the glitches be made into it or not?
Well, no, we'll have a good clean recording. So if it's glitchy, we'll just upload a clean recording. Yeah. Hey, Sitsunan, I think I saw some of your freeze-dried fruit in the speakers lounge this time, or freeze-dried candy was given to us as a speaker. So thanks. I'm not sure how that happened, but I saw what I think was your handiwork. Thanks for watching us. Sitsunan says Lego is a good idea. And Peter has actually done a lot with Lego, and he's done with, what's your other toy? Playmobil.
Yes,
you use Playmobil and
I've
Lego.
used Playmobil and Lego a lot. I've done a little bit of animation in Premiere, but it's not a professional animation app. I only have one major video called Peter and Toby that I made with it.
Yeah.
So,
but it's been pretty good being here. Peter's been learning a lot about various other storytelling tactics.
Yeah.
And we're just happy to be here and get to see all of our friends that are at the Christian Worldview Film Festival. So we went ahead and set up here in the corner, in the edge, so that you could see everything happening behind us.
Yeah, we decided that you'd probably want to see something going on, so the background would be different.
Yeah, we did end up entering one of our coffee talks in the film festival this year.
Yes, the one about art.
Yeah, the one that has all the boys in it and Stacy, and we're doing a lot of painting and stuff.
It was specially edited, and it was a special edition.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to win anything. There's some really good other films in that category, too.
Yeah, my microphone keeps doing weird things, Peter, so I don't know if I think they're hearing you all the time and me part of the time. So, we'll see. All right.
Sorry if that is happening.
But we had to fly up this time because we weren't able to actually come up on the, we weren't able to bring our RV up this time, so we had to fly up. So 3 of my boys stayed home, and we have little Miss Corey and Peter and Mommy and I, and it's been a really good week so far.
Yep, we're the ones. Here.
So, all right, so we're the last day. You've watched some movies. Are you going to watch? Do you have any other movies left you need to watch today?
No, I mean, there's like some, but they've already been kind of judged, and they're not that interesting. In fact, right now they're doing a block right now of a bunch of films. One thing that I have been having issues with is a lot of films have been rated, several films have been rated 12 plus, a lot of the documentaries.
Okay.
So like, oftentimes there'll only be one place that's showing a bunch of little movies, like film shorts, other stuff that's like the longest is like 25 minutes or so.
And you're not wanting to watch the 12 plus stuff, so you're not been going into those rooms. Okay.
I mean, our mom watched Washington's Over, and it was a bit much for her even, so.
Okay. Oh my. But there are a lot of films here, and we've been in. I watched a bunch of documentaries. There was one about language translation. The Senga people, that one was really cool.
One Matchstick is what it's called.
Yeah, One Matchstick. And then I watched some music videos that were pretty awesome. And I haven't watched too many films here. I've talked with more people, but some people come for the people, some people come for the movies. So I guess I'm here for the people. But first part of the week, for 3 days, we had like all the training with the guild, and that's when we got to sit through classes of practical instruction on how to make movies. Yeah. So that was good. And now we just have a moment. We actually got our coffee and our you have hot chocolate. How is it?
It's hot. I haven't tried it in a little bit because I burnt my tongue.
Oh, that happens so often. Yeah.
And almost always always only with hot chocolate.
Yeah, it happens with hot chocolate more than anything else. So I have some coffee. He has hot chocolate from the, there's a coffee shop that's attached to Sherwood Baptist here. So.
Yep, a coffee shop and a bookstore.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the coffee we're drinking.
Like a little ways back.
We've been traveling, and we're here, and we're looking forward. Tomorrow we should be home back to Colorado. So we're excited about that. And
tonight's the award ceremony.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Because it's always so funny. Like when, they'll tell you, don't brag about your film. So they'll do a little skit about it.
Oh.
Which that can be chaotic looking.
Yeah. Well, so we'll see.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I don't really have a lot to say. We just wanted to quickly come and share here. But I think one of the things I learned here this week, well, not this week, but I'm always reminded of it here, is that there are so many filmmakers, and each one of us has something that we're supposed to be doing. And if we think success is to try to be like a different filmmaker, God already has one of the other kind. So like, I'm Joseph Graber, I should do what God wants me to do. You're Peter Marshall Graber, God, you should do what God is asking you to do. And each of us has to do our part, and we can never be the same as someone else. Like, we might do similar things with each other, we might even work together, but we don't aspire to take someone else's spot on the earth.
Yeah.
We take our spot that God made for us. And so obedience to God and being able to work with the gifts He's given us, that's the real heart of this film festival, and that's why I'm encouraged, because it always encourages me to pursue my calling. So. And
I also made a new record on how long I've ever slept in. It was not today, I don't think. It was when we came in, with that very late night. We had gotten to bed really, really late. So I woke up, and of course it's been a 3-hour time change since our time, so it's very different of time. Yeah. So I woke up at 10.
Yeah. Now.
For the first time in a long time.
So what happened is we had we went to daylight savings time, or from daylight savings time, however that works.
Yeah, we left.
So we lost an hour
after leaving daylight savings. So first
and we moved 2 time zones. So then, in 24 hours, we lost 3 hours. So we were 3 hours behind, and man, we really felt that. That was hard to overcome. Yeah. I'm
still tired from it all.
Yep. But we're doing pretty good, and now we're going to fly home and get 2 hours back.
Yes.
So that'll be awesome.
That'll be fun.
Anyway, I was trying to think if there were any other things. This is the 10th annual film festival. So
they've only been doing it for 9 years.
Right, but it's the 10th event. So this is the 10th event. So like yesterday morning, Stacy was on a panel to try to remember stories of what God has done in these last 9 years, these last 10 events. And it's sometimes hard to remember all the stories and testimonies of what God has done. And yet we remember, God did pretty cool things. So that's important to try to remember what God is doing and be grateful in the moment for what God is doing. So we're grateful for all the friendships we're making. And so far this week, I've met one family who lost their house to a house fire just last month and still doesn't have their house back. We met another family who is living in an RV in the parking lot out here, and today is the day that they have to figure out what they're going to do next. And so we've been praying with them to know what is God's will for them. So
there's a lot of unusual people.
A lot of people going through different time frames in their life, seasons.
Whenever you get a bunch of people together, there's going to be a lot of unusual situations going on.
Yeah, and that's what's happening here.
Because everybody's living a life in it. And like 1 out of every 10 people probably has something unusual that's happening in their life. And especially when you get a bunch of filmmakers together,
Christian
it gets
filmmakers.
Really unusual. Christian filmmakers too.
So sitting down, I mentioned a minute ago, I did submit one of these coffee talks that I made last fall, and it's coffee talk number 135, and it's about our family and the artwork we do and how God has redeemed art in my life. So.
Oh, and if you want to watch some of the stop motion intros that I've made, go to Coffee Talk 100 at the beginning and end, a little bit into the beginning, at the end I have
That's
stop
right.
motion, and also for 125. And if you stop in at 150, I'll have another one that's really, really funny.
Yeah, so he has another little stop motion that we'll be playing once we get to Coffee Talk number 150, which we're at 146 right now. So
Pretty close. Just
Yeah.
4 more to go. So
yeah, Corey has really been missing her brothers, so she will walk everywhere and
yes, me and Corey have been best buds the entire time.
But today I took Corey out on the playground, and there were some little boys over there that reminded her of her brothers, so she ran over there to interact with them, and they were doing stuff, and she would go up and like grab them and be like, and like try to fight with them. So I don't know what she's trying to prove. But
Trying to fight with them.
but she'd be like, one of them would have the steering wheel on the playground thing,
And she's like, I
she would
want
come
that
over and be like,
steering wheel. He's like, I am also an adult, and I need to also
I
have
don't know.
this steering wheel.
She was like trying to mess with these people, so I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, we are very grateful, and we will probably go ahead and sign off now since we don't have any other really cool stories that we need to tell. So,
Yeah.
unless you think of another one right this minute,
I mean, my faith has really been strengthened while I was here.
that's good. Well, some people have been baptized here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many baptisms we've had.
I've seen at least 2.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen at least 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. Okay, we're gonna see if our opening did not play right, so we're gonna see if our closing plays right. But thank you so much for joining in.
Yes.
And, we are really having a good time. And Aunt Ruth says hi, and she loves your stop motions. So, ta-da! Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Well, blessings, and I will see you next week for sure. Maybe before then, on another coffee talk. So blessings, and we'll talk to you next time.
Next time.